Some voices don't just host events, they create unforgettable experiences. For over a decade, one voice has brought life to more than 2,500 stages, from grand destination weddings across India to some of the country's biggest corporate events. A voice trusted by leading brands, presence that has shared the stage with Bollywood's biggest stars, a host behind the blockbuster movie promotions, and the face behind prestigious red carpets. From interviewing celebrities to commanding audience of thousands, every event has one thing in common: energy, elegance, and effortless connections. But beyond the spotlight, who is this person behind the mic?
Hi everyone, so this is your host Sharon Nagpal and I'm again all
Sharon,
set.
हो गया तेरा?
Yeah, what?
Today, you are at WorkBrew for Honest Sip, and I am hosting. So Sharon, welcome to the Honest Sip at WorkBrew.
Thank you, Probal.
Late, but it's okay. I'm glad that you could finally make it over here. बाकी मैंने तो ऐसा होप छोड़ दिया था कि तेरे साथ मैं ऑनेस्ट सिप पे डिस्कशन कर पाऊंगा.
नहीं सब.
And actually I was thinking कि शायद तू ऑनेस्टली कुछ बोलना ही नहीं चाहती.
मैं क्यों honestly कुछ नहीं बोलूँगी? You know everything. We've been knowing each other since years.
No, it's not about me knowing everything. It was about audience knowing everything.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't know. I mean, it took so long for you. I think Krishna was calling you since so long,
Yeah.
and still you could not give dates. Is it that you're so busy in your life, or you're in your career, or is it that you didn't want to be part of the Honest?
So I've already given one or two podcasts with the people who are having those kind of channels. ऐसा नहीं है. You know my dates were not available. और बहुत सारी dates हमने match की. You were also very busy. But I wanted that lasting impression on your challenge. That's why I thought let me come at the last.
Nice. So you know, season 1 of Honest Sip is almost over.
Yeah.
You are going to be the last one on it, and then season 2 starts, and it's about entrepreneurs of the city.
Okay.
And we are going to do it with all the great or all the successful people who have done great in their businesses.
Correct.
So you know, it is actually the right time to do the podcast with you,
Yeah.
because I think you fit in between.
That's so
Yeah.
true. Yeah.
So basically, you know, what I feel is that I know you since so many years now. Initially, I knew you as a successful entrepreneur who was taking care of your own business.
Yeah.
And you made it so successful.
Yeah.
And then you shifted your profession and
Correct.
you became, and I know the journey, but I want to know this from you, that how did it all start? I want to know Sharon Nagpal as a kid when you were 21,
Right.
or maybe when you were 20, you were just about to start your career.
Correct.
What did you wanted to become in your life?
So I think anyone who's in the creative field can never plan that this is what they want to become. It could be any person, be it the creators in today's era, be it the fashion designer, or you know anything which is emerging right now in our era. I don't think so they plan it as a kid. Creative person always analyze that thing in the journey. So in my case also, I was I never thought that at 21 that I would be someone who would be at the stage and hosting so many people. But having said that, I think some or the other way that was always there in my life. So one of the fun thing is that my name is Sharon, and that was kept up after an anchor called Sharon Prabhakar, and my dad was a big fan of hers, and I was born, and he kept my name Sharon. So the manifestation of being an anchor was right there.
Family manifestation.
So that's how I think my name was Sharon, because of the Sharon Prabhakar, and then I also became an anchor. So that was one thing that I always relate.
But you became an anchor on a later stage of your life.
Yeah.
What was your journey with Surprise and More? And I still have your number saved in my phone as Sharon Surprises and More.
So that's a very long journey. So this was when I was born. Even in certain competition where there was a fancy dress competition, I became an RJ and I won that as a first prize. So I think that little bit of stage thing was there. So how I reached there was very different. I pursued CA, and then I did banking, and then I did a job in ICICI Bank.
Wow.
And for 6 months I did the job only to realize that I cannot utilize my creative skills from 9 to 5. So I decided that this is not meant for me. And when you close one door, you know that you're not entering that. that time you have to open another door. So by that time I was 21, 22, and I started my event company. I used to do very small events like birthday parties and candlelight dinner dates and everything. Me and my partner, like who are my best friends.
But I had this one question, or sorry to cut you down, but when when you decided that you wanted to leave your job,
Yeah.
and you decided that you wanted to start your event company.
So no, the event company was already there. So
Okay.
I already started it while I was studying banking. Meanwhile, I also had my job, but I started events already because something I
Very
wanted
smart
to
move.
do with something to do with the creativity. I could see the demand in the market wherein they want to do this for their loved ones, but they don't have their own talent. And we used to do it like just for our loved ones because of the passion. So that's how we found it that this is something that can be made a business of. But I was not sure enough that I can make a career out of it. So that's why I pursued a job, because that is something the standard that market and everyone parents have kept for you. So then I realized that it's not necessary that only job is something that you do for yourself, and that was a big risk I took. But the event company was already started while I was studying.
So knowing this or
Hmm.
having that knowledge at that young age
Yeah.
is actually enterprising. That you took a very calculative risk.
Yeah.
You wanted to open a business,
Yeah.
but you also did not leave your job. You
Correct.
first made sure that the business is established,
Hmm.
and then you left the job when the business demanded more time.
Yeah.
That's really a good thing that you did.
Yeah.
But since then only you were actually enterprising, I would say.
Yeah. Yeah.
You knew you had that sense of business into
Yeah.
you. I'm really sorry, by the way, you are here at WorkBrew. I forgot to ask you, what do you want to have?
I think I would like to try Vietnamese here, since that is something I really like. So let's try Vietnamese.
I'll just order it for you.
Yeah.
Can I get a Vietnamese coffee, please?
So surprises
Started.
words were also like surprise your loved ones with beautiful decoration and everything. Only to see in the journey that we also did a lot of weddings, as you know, and a big scale
So you
events.
started, for people who don't know what is surprises and more, I think you started it as a decor company,
Yeah, yeah.
which eventually went as big as a wedding decor company.
Yeah, definitely.
Right?
Yes.
So that was a success story for you.
Yeah.
Now, being into something which is so successful, I'm sure that you were making a lot of money into that, right?
Yeah.
So after making that much money, you were getting good amount of profits and everything was very good, I believe, right?
Yeah.
What came to your mind that you suddenly thought and you switched your profession from this to being an anchor?
So when I started event company, there I used to do decors, and it was also the growth was inclined, and it was going good only with the amount of yes, thank you. So with the amount of work we were getting and the kind of clientele and the kind of projects, we did destination weddings in Udaipur, Mumbai, which is quite a big scales. We did the wedding of good HNI clients from Vadodara, from Mumbai. Okay, so it was going, but I could see so far in the journey that when you're doing events and as an event planner, not everything is dependent on you. There are so many vendors that you're dependent on. So when it comes to the entire project, you are not solely person who is you are not the one who will make it successful. So with that entirely thing, I did not find it that satisfying. For me, I thought that there's something beyond that. And I was someone who's always wanted to do something with myself, be it anything like I didn't want to become a model, because what I feel is that it is majorly based on how your posture is, or how do you look, or how your fitness is, but something that blends with beauty and brains as well. So that is something was always there as a passion. So event company was running good, but the satisfaction was not that much. So from whatever the profits I earned, I always had this thing that I want to explore. And if you remember, the first call I did it to you was because I wanted to pursue image consultancy, which was very expensive. And if you want, I can also share the numbers. It was around 5 lakh during in 2018. So I mean, I was earning good, but it was a decision to make that if I really want to pursue the course or not. Because I pursue the course, then my attention from company goes here to here. But I always knew that I left my job. So that was the confidence I had. So I did it for the entire year, which was not related to the anchoring that I am doing, but which was related to the body language, communication, dressing, everything, where one to one I will meet clients and work on that or give trainings to students. But public speaking was part of it, where I became a public speaking trainer. I already had the platform of events. So I started hosting in my own events. And
Nice.
as to meet clients, I used to say that I am a public speaker myself and I can host your event, and we can add this much commercials to this package, which is a good deal for you because I'm the planner, I'm the host. So I started
Sorry,
hosting.
but which one was the first
It
event
was
that you
it was
hosted?
actually a huge birthday party. So my first event was a birthday party, I can say, and that was a jungle theme. That the decor was done by Surprises and More, and I was the host, and that was my first anchoring. Yeah,
Kids' birthday party.
it was a kids' birthday party.
So did you know that from kids' birthday party,
Yeah.
you'll be sharing stage with Alia Bhatt or any other celebrity?
I had no idea. I embraced my journey like anything. I had literally no idea that I would also drop my event company, which eventually I did. It was a big thing to do. It was like deciding from deciding from something you really love, and then you know that now it's not giving you, it's not working for you. So, but then yeah, I mean that day I did not know that one day I'll be sharing stages with so many celebrities from Bollywood. So I'm very proud of that I made that decision.
And I've seen that journey. I've seen
Yeah.
how dedicatedly you have been working
Yeah.
each day and night. And I see what a lot of people don't. So I want people to know. I want you to share. How does your routine look like when? Is it such an easy job that just to go on the stage, finish it, and you're back for? So is it just 45 minutes job a day?
No, so basically, this is something like, for example, if people are aware of how the films are made, the film is for 2.5 hours. It takes 6 months to 1 year for preparing that film. So the stage show is for 1.5 hour. That's all. But what it takes is the entire looks, the scripting, the travel, the bookings, and everything. Now I can say that after completing 2,500 shows, I don't take much time on what am I gonna say on the stage.
2,500
Yeah, on
shows.
record, I have the list because I
Wow.
do keep it. Yeah, so I have it from all the years in the Excel file, and I'm very proud of it that I've crossed 2,500 last season only.
Superb.
So it's like when you do the show on the stage, I mean, it takes so many other things to reach there. So it includes the planning, the travel, the logistics, majorly the looks that you want to do. And then when you reach there, you rest, you dress up, which is before 4 hours. Because before the show starts, you have to reach 1.5 hour before for the dry run to practice everything, to have the vibe of the event, because not every crowd is same. So when you reach early, you gauge that thing from the audience, that what kind of crowd is this and what kind of script will fit in for this kind of crowd. So that 1.5 hour takes a lot of hard work and efforts. And
So, Sharon, from an event company to an anchor,
Yeah.
we just saw the journey. From anchor, you've also been a creator now,
yeah,
and you've been creating some good content on your Instagram,
Correct.
and we see some good content for a lot of brands as well. A lot of brand collabs also we see. So, did you, matlab, Instagram is very new,
Yeah.
as in, of course, it's
Yeah.
5 years now, but still, did you always wanted to be a creator, or it's just that it happened and you become a creator?
I'll tell you very honestly. In my fraternity, in the field that we are in all the anchors who responsibly are sharing, are taking care of the stage, we never call ourselves as creators, because these are two very different lines. I think creator, doing those kind of shoots is the byproduct of what I do, because since you are presentable and you can speak well, there are projects that come to you which also comes to all creators, okay, but my necessarily goal was never that. And even you will see that the kind of content that I get is where there is a need of some script or something to say meaningful or informative session about. So I have done podcasts for builders and doctors group, and then I have been doing the shoot for the new projects where they have me as an informative person, not exactly as creator, because creators also do a very crazy and difficult job as to entertain their audience. So our job is very different. Our job is majorly offline when we deal with the live audience. As But then that is a sub-product, byproduct, and I really enjoy, of course, when you have that kind of platform and talent and work comes to you, so you really embrace it and do it.
So,
So yeah.
so when you upload a content, do you keep checking कितने views आए,
No, I
कितने
don't.
लोगों ने share किया, कितने
Never.
followers बढ़े? Do you keep a
Honestly,
track of
nahi,
that?
because even if the Instagram shuts, my business is not gonna shut because my work is offline. I upload it on Instagram because right now we all know that this is something everybody needs. If the client wants to see my work, not only stereotypically website should be there, Instagram is something should be there. So we upload it so that the event planners who are there in my list knows that, oh, she did this event, oh, she did that event. So my target audience is those 100 important people who are actually giving me business. So I upload on the gram for them, not for the audience, because I don't think so that the audience will have much fun watching that content, because I'm not entertaining them. I'm just uploading what I am doing, which is important for the people
Understood.
who are there in the
Said
field.
that, a very personal question.
Yeah.
Income ratio, creator, brand content
Yeah.
versus hosting or being an anchor.
So I'll tell you, every creator, there are creators who charges, I'll take the amount 5,000, and there are creators charging 5 lakh.
No, I'm not talking about other creators. I'm talking about you, particularly
नहीं, that is the
income
anchoring for sure.
anchoring
Only
for sure.
mine, na,
हाँ, हाँ,
100%. Matlab, if I had to compare the professional income, so there are anchors who are charging very good amount, which is more than certain creators.
Anchors
And
like Sharon Nagpal.
yeah, I mean, in Gujarat, I can say that I'm charging a very good amount.
Yeah.
But I have some other goals. I want to increase, or maybe, be better version of myself with, and get that kind of goal that the top anchors are charging from country.
But you get from people that when you tell them that, this is what I charge, do you get from people that, oh, atla bada?
Yeah.
Or they are like, yeah,
Nahin,
we
nahin,
will pay.
it's there. So I will not lie. I mean, it took a transition to me to make sure that I am not gonna negotiate. And this comes, of course, after experiences, and this comes when that you are that confident that if they want you, they will have to pay, or else you will have to let go of that project. So that takes time. It doesn't come in the initial years. That is obvious. But now I know that there is one date, and there are so many people who've been inquiring. So as an artist, what good is that you are one person, and there are many people who wants you, or maybe the date is in great demand. So you don't have to. You can definitely be, sure of what you want to charge. You don't have to reduce your commercials.
Then that means there is a lot of scope in the creator
By the way, nice.
segment.
It's good.
Thank you so much. So these days, creators are making good amount of money because brands have figured out that, for example, I have a brand and I know
Yeah.
that if I want to use my marketing budget, if I want to use it, say in a newspaper ad or maybe radio or any other
Yeah.
any other media,
Yeah.
rather I would choose the creator branding or collab, because that would actually get me more
Crowded.
eyes
Yeah,
and
that-
more
yeah.
views, or more people knowing my brand. That's why people choose to pay so much to the creators, depending on what kind of creator are they, right?
True. Yes.
So then, are you even thinking that, because you are so good in what you're doing, you carry yourself really well, and if you really want to be a full-time creator,
Yeah.
that is also possible. I'm not saying that you stop being an host, but if, say, creator business starts paying you a lot of money, would you ever stop anchoring?
See, at the end, my end goal is money. But so far, how my brain works is, my end goal is money only. Anything that I can see that here the money ratio or money income ratio is more, I would go in that. But when it comes to this question, since I had my event company, since I have dedicated my years of experience into how the offline segment works now, I don't feel much confidence on relying totally on into something that is there in the air. That's all. Ultimately, if my account is down, I'm nothing, and that scares me a lot. And not just scares. I think the sensible side of me says that since years of experience that I've seen, that I don't have that insecurity of I can lose my business to another anchor, but I will be not shutting down my business because I am at the platform which is there in the air, and it has nothing to do with legit something, right? So if I don't have that kind of audience and those numbers that you see in the frame, the client is not going to trust me with my talent. The,
So
the,
true.
the
So true.
client, if I'm not on the gram, okay, I'm still the anchor. Still can go, I can get a call. Are you available on this date? I'll say yes, and I can do a show. It has nothing to do with Instagram. So with the kind of things that are changing, I mean, you never know what rule
Very
can,
wise. That's
yeah, any rule
really,
can
really
come
wise.
any day, and this is the only reason. I could have put hours into thinking of that let me do a vlog and let me do, because a lot of people doing it, but that can be always a byproduct. The reason I'm not able to do that, because already I'm so much consumed with my original work that I don't justify it. But I never shut this to think like that let's focus here because this will give me more money, because that is like you have a real asset and you're letting this go for a virtual asset which they are trying to convince you that you don't do. So that is why I mean even if I'm thinking another thing right now is again to do with a business kind of a thing, or maybe something which is related to offline. Like it will be definitely executed online, but it has nothing to do with number of followers, and I think I don't want to run behind that, because that is also a very big job, and I hats off to all the creators who are into that loop, because that takes a lot of creativity and planning and everything. but
Right.
uh, but it all boils down to the views, to the followers, and I really feel that's a rat race, the big time rat race. So I really feel that I don't want to, at least if I think something else, I'm not thinking of as for being a creator. That's what
Right.
is there in my mind.
Sharon, there might be days that you are not feeling well.
Hmm.
There might be days that you're not in the right mood, right frame of mind,
Hmm.
but you have a show.
Hmm.
How do you deal with that situation? And do people who are your audience, do they figure out that today Sharon is not in the right mood?
So I think as an artist, maybe my manager who travels with me, or people who I'm talking to on FaceTime, says that you're not in that great mood. But when I go on the stage, I know that this is the only thing I am here for. This is what I'm paid for, and you cannot jeopardize, or you cannot risk that part. So there are many days that you're not in that mood, because imagine that if you like eating a chocolate or like something, but you cannot do it for every day. So basically what I do is getting ready and entertaining people. This is something that you do when you are in a good mood, and that good mood is not 24/7. So it definitely affects, I'm not gonna lie. And but for that 1.5 hour my brain shuts to everything and just focuses on one thing, that is to interact with the audience. And I think Samay Raina, I really follow him. He's a comedian, but he's also a very great stage performer. When he repeats his scripts for 100 times in different shows, he's not in the same mood every time. But his nervous system is used to with when to pause, when to deliver. Even if I'm not that in mood, I'll make sure that I do that. But for every people, for every player, the fact is that not every day is your day. There are days that it was a bad day, but not a bad event life, right? So there are times when I'm not satisfied with how I performed, but I am very critical about that, and I take that feedback from my own self a lot to not make sure that I do not do it that again.
Sharon, you have been really successful in your career, and
Hmm.
a lot of young girls, they follow you and they want to become like you.
Hmm.
Is there a secret to what you have done? And if there is, what would you want to tell those young girls who want to be like you, who want to be successful in their life? And we all know that for a girl to reach this level, she
Hmm.
has to have a lot of fights in her life.
Yeah.
It could be with family, it could be with random people, people's expectation, a lot of things. So how did you deal with all those things,
Hmm.
and what would you want to tell your you know younger self, or the people who want to be like you?
Yeah.
What would your message be to them?
So I had one thing. So I never rest on my laurels. So I used to be like go-getter. Like whenever I started my career, I was a very hard-working person, be it any field. So if that is within you, like in Three Idiots also it's well said that इतने कामयाब बनो कि सक्सेस खुद तुम्हारे पीछे भागेगी. तो आपके अंदर वो जज्बा होना बहुत ज़रूरी है that you want to become something. Now if you don't know what you want to become, I think you should always embrace and just keep walking. When you don't know, when you know that you want to reach the destination but you don't know, so what you do is just shut your brain and keep walking, and that journey will let you know that where do you want to lead. And what I feel is that one should always try n number of things till they feel they are satisfied with this one particular thing. If they keep on thinking that I've invested so much of my time as per my age in the career specifically, and if this doesn't work for me, and if you keep doing it, it will not give you enough happiness. So there are so many times there are gigs out, and with the terms of my event planners who've been working with me for years, certain gigs that I don't ask for commercials, and I do it, but I do it with the same intensity and the feel and the passion. This you can do when you really like doing your work. So basically something that you can do every day, right, and you with the same intensity, and you do not calculate if you're getting paid or not, is something you are passionate about. Having
Basically,
said that,
you
we all
love to,
need
you love to do what you are doing.
yeah, having said that, we all need money, so money is very important to me, but that doesn't mean that you just do it just for money. It should be balance, beautiful balance of
Yeah,
everything.
thanks for sharing that. I have few projects for you where I'm not paying you now. You are doing it
But
for
I'm
the
enjoying
passion.
it, yeah, because since I enjoy it, I do it with dedication. You also do that.
Yeah, of course. How does it feel to be on the other side of the table? Because generally you are the one
I
who's
enjoyed it.
hosting and
I'm
you are the
very
one who's
happy.
asking question. How does it feel to share your life with people?
It feels really good. I really enjoyed this journey. You actually, made me realize that, oh my God, I have come so far
No, you
from that
have,
day
and I've
one,
seen
from
you
that day one of
grow.
gig, and it was. I think I felt nostalgic to go back there and realize, see, you did it.
You
So I
did
mean,
it.
when I can do it, I think anyone can do it.
Journey is not easy, of course,
Yeah.
but you love it because you have achieved what you wanted, and you tried, you worked hard for it. I'm sure that you lost a lot of things that you loved, but
Yeah.
it's a journey, and
It's a journey.
eventually you reach where you wanted to reach. I'm really proud of you that you could make it, and I want to see you grow like this forever.
Thank you. You know my all the plannings and all the future whatever I'm aspiring to do. So I know that you always are there for me, and we have years of friendship. और
Yeah.
मुझे लगता है हमारी जिंदगी भर की कॉन्वर्जेशन में मोस्ट फॉर्मल कॉन्वर्जेशन यही था अब तक.
This has to be formal,
This is
right?
for the audience.
Yeah. Sharon, you have played a lot of games on stage with people,
Yeah, and
not in
now
life. Let's play a short game over here, okay?
finally, yes, I'm gonna someone else is making me play the game. I like to be this side.
Okay, so quickly we start with this or that.
Okay,
Live audience or camera?
live audience,
Script or spontaneity?
script,
Fame or respect?
respect.
I thought both.
Fame or respect, both is allowed? Okay, then to both na, of course both.
One take or perfection?
Both.
Now that I gave you option of both, you're saying both on everything.
Then chalo, okay, whenever I feel like both, or just say that I'm allowed to take both only for 3 times. So 2 I have utilized already.
Okay. Silence or applause?
Applause.
Hosting weddings or award shows?
Award shows.
Okay, now I'm gonna ask you a few questions that you have to answer quickly, okay?
Okay.
The easiest celebrity to talk to?
Varun Dhawan. I have hosted him twice, and he's most humble, and he's very down to earth, and he'll come and tell you that you did a nice job. So he understands. I think he also is an actor as an artist. So he was very humble, I feel. Yeah.
Did you ever host Shah Rukh Khan?
Uh, Soon maybe.
The day you host Shah Rukh Khan, and if you don't call me over there, that's the last day of our friendship. You
No,
know
no,
that,
no.
right?
There's so many people already in the queue, but you are at the first.
I'm first. Thanks for telling me that. That's the only reason I called you to the podcast. I
At
wanted
the
to
last,
say
at
that.
the end.
Yeah. One interview you would love to do.
One Priyanka Chopra PC, oh man, the way she gives her interview, the kind of confidence she has, and the kind of vocabulary she uses, and the way she is, I think she feels that she's winning that moment every day, that crown
true.
that she was wearing at the age of 18. Even at this point when she's giving an interview, she makes it feel like she's having that winning crown in that moment, and I love her. I want to take one interview of her one day.
Nice. One word people use for you that you disagree with.
I'm naive, but I don't think so. I am.
Perfect answer. Wow. I agree with you in this. Tell me, who's the first person you call after a big achievement in your life?
पापा मम्मी को ही हमेशा.
Papa, yeah, mommy.
पापा.
What's something that you're still insecure about?
I think I think it's been 10 years, right? Doing makeup, doing hair and all and everything. So that this industry demands of being up there tight, the way you look, the way you speak and all, and the kind of travel that you do. So I'm very insecure about, that the beauty and all that stuff. So I am
Really,
honestly
after being
saying this
so
in the
beautiful, you
yeah,
still
but
have that
I
insecurity?
really feel that, I mean, my work should not be dependent on the way I look. Sometimes I really feel that. And that is one thing my job majorly depends also on. So I think for some good number of years I will do this, but then I'll take a back
No,
step.
I think I disagree with you. Of course, looking good gives you an advantage,
Yeah.
but your job is actually, speaking
Speaking.
to the
That is
people.
true. Yeah.
And if you are a very good orator, if you
Yeah.
can really know what to speak, where to speak
Yeah,
what,
that is something, of course, yes,
I
it's
think it
there.
does not matter how you look. So,
So now
but
you
it gives
removed
an
my
added,
insecurity.
but it gives you an added advantage for
That
sure.
added advantage I might not have for more number of years. So that maybe is my
No, I
insecurity.
disagree with that as well. Um, I think I've seen you for 15 years now,
Yeah.
and you have just been more and more beautiful and
Beautiful.
attractive.
Ah,
So,
thank you.
okay, when was the last time you cried?
I cry almost alternately. I
Alternate
cried
day?
alternate days. I love crying actually, I think.
Your favorite pastime is crying?
No, not really. But I think when even crying happens for so many reasons, when you're also tired or when there is an argument with your loved ones or maybe some bad phase of your life. So I think I take it out while crying, and
Every
it's a
alternate
good
day is a
thing.
bad phase
Not
for you.
every alternate day. I mean, I just said that. I mean, I exaggerated that.
It's okay, don't cover up. What scares you more? Failure or being forgotten?
Being forgotten, of course. Failure, I think we have it so many times in our lives that we planned of certain things, but it didn't work the way we thought or in our favor. But being forgotten, I mean, when I'm putting efforts, when I'm trying to be up there, but not being seen, but I have never experienced that. I am someone who's always the light in the room. So, I mean, I always
No,
have.
no, no. Thank God that you made it to this honest sip. Baki, we were going to forget you.
Yeah, yeah, I know. Now
So,
people will always remember me for life
yeah,
because I'm here at the Honest Sip.
right. Do you ever feel lonely despite constantly being around people?
Yeah, that's true. That's the reality of this field. You're surrounded with 100, 200, 1000 people, but you are not with everyone, right? So lonely in the sense because I travel alone and my work is such, and I have my manager and all. But I mean, I don't want to deny and make me sound like I'm very strong and all. Of course, there are areas of life you do feel lonely. So the answer is yes, I do feel lonely sometimes, not all the times.
You have interviewed so many people.
Yeah.
What separates a genuine person from someone who's performing?
Who's performing?
मैं भी
That,
नहीं समझा ये तो.
so I mean, yeah, who separates a person who's genuinely trying to answer or someone who's just trying to give a scripted answer? I think the answer itself. I mean, you come to know from the authenticity, the emotions, the expressions, and everything. What do you think? Who am I?
You're genuinely answering. You cannot perform
I can't
in
perform.
front of me and around
Yeah,
us.
you will recognize. Like, चलो शुरू अपना दिल से आ जाओ अपनी पे ऐसा.
Can you tell within 5 minutes if someone is being fake?
Yeah.
I disagree with
I know
you.
कि तुम्हें लगता है कि मैं इंसान पहचान नहीं सकती.
I disagree with
नहीं, हर
you.
कोई मेरी जिंदगी में ये क्यों कह रहा है कि I don't know
I
how
don't
to.
think you can,
I cannot.
judge someone or figure out who the guy is. Is he a good human being or not?
I don't have that.
I'm telling
I
that
think
on
ability
camera.
to figure out if this person is genuine or not is what you think. A lot of people, a lot of my close ones think that I don't have that ability. I still disagree.
It's okay.
But you are there to save me, no?
Of
Some
course.
years you have done that, so I
I'm there to
think you
save
are
everyone. I don't know who's saving me then.
You are saving everyone. That's why God is saving always. You look at you. You're talking about my achievements. Should I take your
No,
interview?
it's about you, please.
Yeah, let me take your interview.
So, what's the most awkward show that you have ever done or hosted?
I think see as an anchor you don't get same kind of audience everywhere. So when the culture is very different or they don't want to interact much, so it becomes really challenging. So those anchors who are getting an audience where you're asking, hey everyone, how's the Josh, and everybody's saying, hey, hi. But when you ask with the same enthusiasm, how's the Josh, and they're like, the face is like, like poker face they have. it becomes awkward. But that is where your anchor should come out and flip that moment in a second.
So what do you do then and how do you do it?
So there is always one close-ended questions, which is yes or no. So they have to say yes or no. So when they don't do that, have you watched the film Uri? The question where comes from. So they say yes or no. So you know that how to increase your energy when someone asks. So yes or no question. For example, are you excited? Because this was the day we've been waiting for since 1 year. For example, annual show. So when you ask close-ended question, yes or no, so they will obviously say
And what
yes.
if they still don't answer? What do you do then?
If they, so basically when then you become instructor that you have to do this. So when they don't do that, suppose if I ask, are you excited? Oh, you're not excited, let me increase your excitement. Can I see your right hand up in the air? Can I see everyone? Come on, come on, come on. So you go there, make sure you are doing that. So you have to make sure that from their uncomfort zone you have to get them in your comfort zone. So when they're not willingly to show that excitement, you bring that excitement in them.
So guys, now you know why she's charging so much, because she knows all these things, okay? She had paid me extra to ask this.
Yeah, so that you all know how I'm a good host.
Okay, have you ever been emotionally affected during a show?
Many times. So I do a lot of wedding gigs. So for example, I do 200 to 250 show in a year, amongst which 100 to 150 is weddings. Okay, basically in November, December, January, February only I cross 100 shows. In the wedding show, the most emotional part is between the father and the daughter. Their equation is so emotional. No human being cannot be not emotional during that time, wherein bride is dancing, dedicating that dance to her father. Her father is saying some few words. That moment is so emotional. Even everybody becomes emotional, and I always cry. Even if the situation is different, father daughter is different, I always be emotional and I just cry, and that becomes like, now is the moment that everybody is crying and I am also crying, but only I have to change the mood. Sometimes I really say it on mic. I mean, honestly, even I am very emotional and I don't want to change this mood. But मुझे याद आ गया कि मैंने मेकअप लगाया है, आपने भी लगाया है, so come on, let's smile and let's not waste our makeup by crying. But yeah, I mean, as an anchor, it becomes like, even I want to cry. Yaar. I don't want to be laughing.
Who's going to host your wedding?
I have a lot of good anchor friends, and
Nice.
they will do that for me.
So what's that one question that you want people to ask you?
So I think I'm professionally the very happy. And now I want my dream guy to come in my life and ask me, will you marry me? So I'm eagerly
And-
waiting for that question.
And you think that would happen on stage when you're hosting some show and
No, that is-
suddenly somebody would come and ask you?
That's a myth that happens in movies. People think that entertainment field has a lot of chemistry that can happen. Nothing happens. It's just another job. So that's not happening at my work. But I don't know where it is happening. It should happen soon.
I'll pray for you that it happens soon. What's something that you have never said on camera?
I never said this on camera that even if everything looks gloomy on the social media, and if you get inspired a lot that wow, look at her life or look at his life, it's not always true. So I would like to say this on camera, that I don't say it on camera, that if I'm saying, hey everyone, I'm ready on this show, that time I'm in a fucked up mood. So let's be real. I haven't
I
said
think
that
this
in
is the
camera.
best answer in the evening.
Yeah. I mean, even if I have said that on camera, that oh yay, I'm not doing yay actually. So let's accept the fact that social media does show things gloomy, and on camera you don't show your tears, you just show your laughter.
What keeps you awake all night?
I don't be awake all night. I have started my good spiritual journey. I'm started to watch Mahabharata and I'm enjoying it. So yeah, and I think I'm improvising my mental health also every day with awareness. So nothing that disturbs my peace of mind to not be asleep.
So Sharon, that was Honest Sip at WorkBrew.
Yeah.
And I'm very happy that finally we could have you on the last episode of the season.
Yeah.
But glad that you could make it.
Yeah.
And I hope you also had a good time.
I had a great time. Thank you for having me here and asking all those formal questions which we usually don't do. And I think you
Yeah.
already knew all the answers, but this was for the audience. That's why you
Yeah.
asked me. But I think I relived my entire journey, and that was the highlight of this session for me. And I really enjoyed it. So thank you so much.
So guys, that was Honest Sip at WorkBrew with Sharon Nagpal. And this is end of this season. So stay tuned for the next season where we are coming up with some amazing podcast with some of the great entrepreneurs of the city where you can learn a lot of good things. Till then, bye bye. See ya.